you read into the abdication and the market's reaction today?
Well, to be perfectly honest, anything political, when you look at things political for the markets, they do tend to shrug it off. Now, anything you then tend to look at, which is to do with royal families, it tends to get shrugged off even more. Now, I think the interesting point is that the markets are up in Spain today. They're one of the biggest gainers in the Eurozone in terms of equity markets. But, I mean, the fact that it is a political story is... It's interesting that he's not abdicating for any health reasons or any other reasons apart from political reasons to draw a line under these issues. But I think overall the markets are going to have maybe a short-term shot in the arm because the scandal will maybe go away. But in the long term, I don't think the markets are going to be too bothered, to be perfectly honest. Sure.
Now, as we mentioned, plenty of other things keeping markets buoyed today, including the anticipation of ECB easing. What do you expect the ECB to do?
I expect them to cut rates, but I don't expect them to cut them by as much as we expect. And I think overall, I think the markets are going to be disappointed with what we see. I mean, I think if we're going to see a cut, it's going to be by around 15 basis points. Take those rates down to 0.10, which won't be enough to really help anything. It's not going to help the markets. It's not going to help this growing deflationary issue that we've got going on in the Eurozone. If you look last time they cut rates, it was from 0.5 to 0.25, and that didn't give us any kind of reaction either. So I think it's going to be interesting to see what accompanies that. So we may get a cut in rates, but are we going to get anything in terms of stimulus? Maybe more LTROs, maybe some of these lending schemes that are going to help. Everything will depend on what Mario Draghi says in that press conference afterwards. But I think initially we will get a short-term hit for the markets. We'll see some movement to the upside in the equity markets because we will get a cut in the rates. But I think overall it's going to be disappointing. It's not going to be enough to solve the issues. But of course, tomorrow we've got those CPI readings. We've got the unemployment readings out of the Eurozone. So they could paint more of a picture.